So we finally got another trailer for Avengers Infinity War. And I have to say, after already watching it a few dozen times, I am all aboard the hype train, barreling dangerously down the track. And while the trailer doesn't really give us much, it does give us a few things that may confirm or deny a few rumors that we here at Screen Rant hope are true. Well, maybe hope is a strong word, but we certainly suspect. These are 5 rumors about Infinity War that may turn out to be true. And if you enjoy this video, be sure to hit the subscribe button and click the bell to be notified when we upload fresh content. Both this new trailer and the first one showed us the Hulkbuster in action once again, specifically in Wakanda. But here's the interesting thing. We've yet to see Tony Stark make an appearance in Wakanda. So who's in the suit? Well, it's starting to look like that it's probably Bruce Banner. In Thor Ragnarok, Banner specifically says that if he turns into the Hulk, he may never change back. So he may be hesitant in this film to let the green guy out again. And if he wants to join his friends in the fight, it would make sense for him to look into other ways of fighting. And since he did help design Veronica, it would make sense for him to know the ins and outs of it, perhaps enough so that he could actually pilot it. So if he is piloting it, will we see him burst out of it shortly after this shot from the trailer? A recent toy leak seems to be hinting at this happening, but at this point it isn't confirmed. We can only hope. Perhaps the reason why we don't see Tony in Wakanda is because, well, he's dead. We know for sure that some of the Avengers won't make it to the 4th phase of the MCU, either retiring or biting the big one. And honestly, for most of the heroes, a glorious death would probably make more sense and be a lot more satisfying. Especially for Tony, whose character arc would feel a lot more complete if he sacrificed himself to save others, finishing his journey from a selfish playboy to a selfless hero. Plus, in the newest trailer, we got a glimpse of Tony in some wrecked armor, looking pretty defeated. Now the question is, could this be right before he takes a dirt nap? I think so. There's also his very suggestive pose in the recently released poster, which is vaguely Christ-like, hinting at a self-sacrifice. Isn't that just a little on the nose? So all the footage that we've seen so far of this film is looking kind of bleak. So it stands to reason that things might not end too well for our heroes. As Infinity War was originally announced as part 1 of 2, it is more than likely that Infinity War is directly connected to Avengers 4, probably sharing a villain, which would point to Thanos winning. Plus, Thanos defeating the Avengers would deal the team their first serious defeat, further establishing Thanos as the big baddie that he has been built up to be. And I mean, in the images that were recently released by Entertainment Weekly, we see him wrangling up a moon, seemingly getting ready to throw it at somebody. Now, I'll be honest, I'm not sure there's any way that you can prepare for that. Someone is gonna get wrecked. Up until this point, we've been made aware of 5 of the 6 Infinity Stones, which probably means that the final stone, the Soul Stone, is gonna have a big part to play in the film. But where is it exactly? The current prevailing theory is that the stone is in Wakanda, perhaps buried deep inside the mountain of vibranium from which the Wakandan people draw their fortune from. And it is a sound idea, as that would explain why Thanos seems to be pushing so hard to overtake it, even being shown in this most recent trailer as actually being there in person, laying the smackdown on Captain America. Of course, it could also be that he's targeting Wakanda because it is the most technologically advanced human nation ever, sort of cutting the head off the beast, as it were, making us easier to conquer. But if I was a betting man, I'd say the stone is probably there. Ever since Civil War, there's been a pretty big divide in the Avengers, and it seems like in this film, that's going to kind of continue one way or another. So far in the trailers, we have seen the main cast split into 2 separate groups, with very little crossover. You've got Tony, along with Doctor Strange, Spider-Man, and part of the Guardians of the Galaxy, who seem to be fighting Thanos on what was recently revealed to be Titan, Thanos' homeworld. And then there's Cap's team, which is made up of pretty much everyone else, seen fighting in Wakanda. And at this point, we haven't seen any signs that the 2 groups are going to unite for one big final battle or whatever. But I mean, logically, they have to at some point, right? You gotta get that big money shot in there somewhere. However, it is also likely that the big team up might not come until Avengers 4, as they all come together for one final push against the Mad Titan. So I guess there's nothing to do but wait and see. We're about a month out, so it's not that long. But now that you know what we think will happen in Infinity War, we want to know what rumors or fan theories you think will wind up being true. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're watching this on Facebook, click the link to be taken to our YouTube channel for more videos like this one. And thanks for watching.